Okay, thanks, Matt.
Sure.
And speaking of exercise, another week has come and gone in our Get Up, Get Healthy challenge, and that means another elimination.
And as WFMZ's Brittany Westbrook shows us, emotions are running high. Brittany.
That's right, and as the number gets smaller, the competition gets more intense. We're down to 3. Let's show you that picture right now. They are Mark Williams, Don Zimfer, and Joe Pyro. Now here's what they had to say just before finding out who would remain in the running.
A little nervous. I'm just going to do the best I can and, hope for the best. I believe I'm going to win, but you never know.
Yes. Are you pushing yourself now? You think
I am pushing, yes.
Why? Are you a little scared?
Yeah, pressure.
So sure, I want to win. I'm not going to sit here like, and everybody says, I don't care if I won, I've already won. Well, that's not the case. I do care if I win. I mean, and not for any other reason. It's just the fact I like to win. I'm competitive.
Now, you might know Joe was not, as you might notice there, Joe was not here at the gym when we did that interview. He was at work. He's an Easton firefighter, and we were there to talk to him yesterday. And so that was what he had to say just before everyone found out exactly who was eliminated last night. We're back here with Mike. And as you know, it's not just the body measurements that they are measured on, but also their speed and agility test that kind of measures overall fitness. And we have a course that's laid out here. This is the actual course they used last night.
Yep.
And this is even harder than the ones that you've had originally.
Yes, well, see, you have to understand, as they're getting in better shape, and as anybody gets in better shape, you have to increase the intensity level of what you're working at, or you're not going to progress. So I continue to add to the course and make it a little more intense for them so that they can kind of keep pushing themselves forward. Yeah.
Okay, come over here a little bit so that we can get a good shot of what we're talking about here. And why don't you tell me a little bit
We have many different aspects. See, we have some sprinting, we have the ladder drill, and a ladder drill is for footwork and for balance, okay? And we also are jumping over some obstacles, so this way that their leaping ability is being tested as well. And of course, during the sprints, they have to stop quick and change directions, and that would be what you would call agility. And this way we can see, as they're losing weight and as their fitness level is increasing, they're actually able to get through these courses so much more easily. It was amazing, because in the beginning, a lot of the competitors, almost all of them, were barely able to go through this ladder without tripping up and getting caught up in it, and now they're, boom.
We have some video of the guys that were actually doing it last night, and some of them going really quickly. Faster than we'd ever imagined.
Exactly, and they're challenging themselves. And see, that's the whole thing. That's what this is, a challenge. Unlimited changes. We challenge our clients continuously, and so we're challenging ourselves, and that's how you progress.
Now they also did some arm work yesterday.
Yeah, they did a shoulder press. They did the same weight, because that's not really an activity where it's going to be strength more so than your size is going to dictate that. So we gave them 25-pound dumbbells, and they had to see how many times they could shoulder press in a seated position. So that was also one of their tests. The funny thing of it is, 2 of the competitors got the exact same number of repetitions, and they just couldn't push another one.
And that makes it even more difficult to get those final number and make those final judgments.
It's getting so difficult. I'm having angina. I can hardly do these numbers without going crazy. But we had. I just do want to say this: of the 3 competitors that were left, Don, Joe, and Mark, 84.5 pounds lost just between the 3 of them. 84.5, 69 and a quarter inches lost between the 3, and over 17% body fat loss. That's more than a person. That's a whole person right there.
All right, we'll see who made it and who didn't coming up.
I guess we will.
Okay, we never tell you very quickly, so of course you have to come back in the next half hour.
Of course.
We'll send it back to you.
Okay, thank you, Brittany, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes. And remember, you can keep up with the 69 News Get Up, Get Healthy Challenge and the tips we've been giving along the way by going to our website at WFMZ.com. Click on Get Up, Get Healthy, or check things out on the Unlimited Changes site at unlimitedchanges.net.
And when we return, well, as you know, another week has passed, another elimination time now for the Get Up and Get Healthy competition.
And now Brittany and trainer Mike are live in Easton to make the big announcement. Brittany.
That's right. We are here, and we're going to tell you right now. Let's take a look at those 3 people who are still remaining as far as the men go. They are Mark Williams. He's a songwriter. Joe Pyro is an Easton firefighter, and Don Zimfer is a former Hellotown mayor. And the 3 of them were remaining as of last night, but we had to make a cut, and it came very close, right, Mike?
It was every time it gets closer. And I mean, I was up there, I did the numbers, you were there. I did the numbers for about 15 minutes. I kept on going over and over and over to make sure that they were exactly right and I didn't miss anything, because it was so close. I mean, 1 pound either way, a half a percentage point of body fat, it could have been a lot of things. But unfortunately at the end, and fortunately for some, we had to let one person go, and that person was Mark Williams. So now we are left with Don Zimfer and Joe Pyro, and they'll fight it out for a month to see what happens.
Right.
But of course, Mark is going to going to still be with us, and we're still going to push him through. So at the end of this, you're going to see what his results are as well.
And he's here right now, so you can see what he looks like thus far.
38.5 pounds less.
Come on over here. It hasn't even been 40 days yet.
And he's almost lost 40 pounds. That's almost a pound a day. That's amazing. You've done an incredible job. I got to tell you.
How's it feel?
Feels great. I feel much more energetic. It's just phenomenal what Mike has helped us with, and I just love it.
I gotta say, you look younger.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is your wife liking it?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, you had a really special reason for doing this. We haven't revealed this yet because you wanted to keep it to yourself, but you were doing this actually because you want to be able to provide a kidney to someone if necessary, right?
Yes. My wife went through a situation last year where there was nobody available for the kidney, and I just want to help somebody else that wants to, that needs that help.
Right. You're not a match for your wife, and she is in need of a kidney as well, but you're not a match for her. But you want to be available for that person, whoever it might be, that might need yours, but you need to be in good physical shape for that.
Absolutely. The surgeon, he laughed at me when I said, I'll volunteer. And I didn't match for my wife, but I was way too overweight, out of shape, and so my doctor said, well, if you lose some weight, we're going to take a look at it and see what we can do.
How much did he say you had to lose in order to be?
Probably. My doctor, Smita Deshpande, she's a female. She's always been after me to lose at least 50 pounds. So I'm almost 40 pounds. So she told me when the challenge is finished to come back, and we'll get.
Wow, you're so close now.
Yeah.
That has to feel really good. That has to feel really good.
Yeah. I just want to help somebody out.
All right. Well, you did a wonderful job throughout the competition. We were there watching you. You got a lot of promise, and I'm sure a lot more weight to lose and things to do.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
it was
you very
great
much.
having you. Mwah.
Great job.
So there's Mark Williams,
Thank you
we'll be back with him and some of the other contestants a little bit later. But for now, there are two men. They'll go head to head for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, they got some time now to put in and see where they fall, see where the chips fall.
All right, we'll send it back to you two.
All right, we're getting down there. Thank you so much.
The chips fall where they may.
Stay tuned for much more in the second hour of 69 News at Sunrise.
Coming up, we'll give you a sneak peek at the desk.
Thanks, Matt. Well, another elimination has narrowed down the playing field in our Get Up, Get Healthy Challenge.
Brittany Westbrook is live in Easton with the remaining challengers who are one step closer to cash prizes and maximum weight loss. Brittany.
That's right, and we have our two remaining men who are going to go head to head for the next few weeks. We've got 1 month now. It's Joe Pyro and Don Zimfer.
Yep.
There I go.
Yep.
And this is Joe here. In case you guys are wondering, is Joe really part of the contest? He is. This is the first time getting up here and being here with us this morning, because usually you're working or something like that. You have like a weird schedule with your firefighting job, right?
Right. 24 hours on, 48 hours off. So every third day I work.
So you haven't slept yet? You're just kind of...
we had a little bit of sleep, but no, we're here.
Well, it's good to see you this morning.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
You're doing pretty good in the competition so far.
Yeah, so far. Right. Number one, I believe.
Oh, no, sorry. Excuse me. You got to understand, this is like the epitome of a competitor here, right here, this guy.
Yeah, I plan on staying number one also. So.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna challenge you a little bit in just a few seconds. I want you to tell me what's the major difference between the two guys that are left.
Well, obviously their ages are slightly different. You have 61 and 51, I think, like that, or 52. So there's 10 years or so, 9 years difference there. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, though, because both of them have gotten themselves to a fitness level that is obviously much higher than when they started, and it's actually a very good fitness level for their age at this point. So there's really nothing that they would want to change at this point. If it's not broken, don't fix it. That program that I developed is developed for continuous progress until you get to your goal, and they have goals to get to. And as you heard Don talk about yesterday, he's almost at the goal I set for him. He's only like a couple pounds away, and Joe, I think, is actually surpassed it. So there's another. Then we make a new goal. So in this program, you don't have to change anything as long as you're continuing to make progress.
Okay, now we want to have a little competition here. You guys know Mike's wrestling history. He was a pretty good wrestler, right? Well, this guy here too was a pretty good wrestler. You got third in the state when you're in high school?
Right, third in the state of New Jersey. That's the same state that Mike wrestled for, and I think he was also third in the state.
Well, wait.
136.
Okay, 125.
All right, well, whatever. Both of them weigh more than that now.
We're going to wrestle today.
So what we're going to do is this. Wendy and Hasio, we're going to have them go to this obstacle course here. here. I'm in charge of this little baby right here. I'm going to do the time.
That's what scares me.
I'm going to do the time, and so we're going to see who can get through this quicker. We got two big competitors here, and I think, well, I'm not going to tell you who I think is going to win. We're just going to let it go. So, Mike, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right,
we
Joe.
only get one shot.
We'll let you watch it. We'll let you watch it, see how it goes. Okay. So we start over there. Mike's going over. I've got my timer here. I'm going to give you, when you go, I'm going to start. All right, I'm not going to tell you the time. Yes, I did. I'm not going to tell you the time. Are you ready? Here, let me tell you. Okay, I'm ready when you are. Come on, don't let the fitness guy beat you. All right. Okay. I'm going to let Hasio guess. Last time you guessed that Joe Pirate was going to get kicked out. He had a little problem with that. I want to remind you.
I'm still here, Hasio.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Who do you think won?
I think Mike won.
Okay, Wendy?
I'll go with Joe. He seemed like he was pretty quick.
All right. Here's the time. 12:75. That's pretty good. 12 seconds.
I like that one.
13:88. You were close. You were close.
My friend.
There's a little age difference here. A little age difference. Just a slight one. That's what we'll put it
Maybe
on.
if you had your wrestling shoes on.
Possible. I wore the heavy shoes. I didn't know we were going to do this.
Oh, yeah. We'll send it back to you guys.
Still pretty good time. Good showing.
Very good.
All right. Thanks, guys. And when we come back, we'll have a disturbing